A mechanic stops to help a stranded CEO, routine roadside assistance. Nothing special. Until he sees the ring on her finger, his face goes white, his hands shake, because that ring, he knows exactly where it came from. What happens next will expose 20 years of lies, destroy a $1 billion empire, and reveal a secret so twisted even we couldn't believe it. This is the story nobody was supposed to discover. It's a scorching Tuesday afternoon. Marcus Hartwell watches steam pour from his $300,000 car. His Armani suit already drenched in sweat. He checks his Paytech Philip watch again, then his phone, nothing. The investors won't wait. His father won't forgive. Control everything or control nothing. Another lesson beaten into him since childhood. Jasmine's ancient truck rumbles to a stop. She walks straight to his engine, no hesitation. Cooling system failure! She diagnoses instantly. I can patch it. Get you moving in 10. Marcus feels something crack inside. Here's this woman, half his age, solving problems he can't even understand. His MBA from Harvard feels useless. These Italian engines are temperamental, she mentions casually, like their owners. The comment stings. Marcus opens his mouth to respond, stops, she's right. Then comes the moment that changes everything. She extends her hand for payment. That ring, silver band, blue sapphire, his throat closes, his mother's ring, the one thing she wanted buried with her, his father had promised, swore on her grave, or did you get that? The words tumble out broken. Jasmine's hand snaps back, eyes narrowing, family, heirloom. Why? Marcus can't breathe, can't think. The impossible stares back from a stranger's finger. Nothing. Sorry. He shoves money at her. Too much. Doesn't care. He needs to leave now, but driving away, his hands won't stop shaking because dead women don't give away their burial jewelry. 3 days like no sleep, food tastes like ash. Victoria notices. You've been different since Tuesday. She observes, pushing her salad around. That meeting went fine. So what happened? Marcus stares at his fiancée, all blonde, perfect, everything mapped out, just like his father planned. Nothing, just tired but alone. The questions multiply. The closed casket funeral. His father's insistence on cremation afterward. Better this way, sun cleaner. At 3 a.m., the doubt wins. Marcus picks the lock to his father's study, a skill learned in darker times. Inside, decades of secrets wait, files labeled Operation Clearwater. Clearwater. The mechanic mentioned that town. The first document makes him stagger. Then another, land deeds, forced sales, families destroyed, but it's the death certificate that breaks him. Alina Reeves. Died the same week as his mother, Elizabeth Hartwell. The attached photo stops his heart. Alina Reeves has his eyes. His nose, his mother's smile, no, his actual mother's smile. Meanwhile, Jasmine can't forget the executive's reaction. She's fixed cars for millionaires before. They barely see her. But this one, he looked terrified. Uncle Ray! She says finally, the papers Mom left, I need them. To Ray's face falls. Jazzy, some stones shouldn't be turned. She said I'd know when. I know now! Ray retrieves the metal box from behind false wall panels. Inside, documents stamped with Hartwell Industries logos, foreclosure notices, threats, but underneath, wrapped in oilcloth like sacred text, is an old engine manual. Your mother's final gift, Ray says quietly. Night before she vanished, said you'd understand when the time came. Jasmine's hands tremble as she opens it. Normal repair diagrams, except Jasmine works by lamplight. Her trained eye catches patterns others miss. Letters marked with tiny dots, random at first glance. She writes them down, rearranges, a message emerges, GPS coordinates, dates, and one phrase that chills her. When both find each other, truth rises, both. Her phone seems to weigh tons on. She types, deletes, types again. Mr. Hartwell, we need to talk. Old oak tree. Town square, midnight. Marcus reads the message in darkness. Victoria sleeps beside him. The smart move. Delete it. Tell security. Let lawyers handle it. Instead, he's driving through empty streets at 11:45 under ancient branches. They circle each other like wounded animals. My mother didn't die naturally. Jasmine says, her voice barely controlled. Your father destroyed her, stole our land, our life. She shows the decoded message. Marcus pulls out documents with shaking hands. Lana Reeves. He reads, my mother was supposedly Elizabeth Hartwell, but what? What? Jasmine's voice cracks. The photos, the dates, the medical records I found. He can't finish, can't voice the impossible. What if we're... Jasmine stops. The truth too big for words. What if Elena Reeves was our mother? Marcus completes. Silence swallows them. Two strangers seeing each other for the first time. The manual's coordinates lead to a storage unit, paid for 20 years in advance. Inside, more manuals, each hiding evidence. They work in tense silence. Bank statements emerge, property deeds, medical records. Then Jasmine finds it. The photograph. That's Mom. She whispers, but whose? Marcus stares at his infant self in Alena's arms. Same christening gown from his childhood album. But the woman holding him isn't Elizabeth Hartwell. This can't be real. But his voice breaks saying it. The last manual contains an address. Riverside Auto, 3 hours north. The elderly mechanic seems to expect them, his eyes sad but knowing. She said you'd come, both of you, together. He hands over one final manual as zero inside Alina's letter to Marcus and Jasmine, my stolen children. By now, you've found each other. The truth is harder than you imagine. Marcus, you weren't given up. You were taken. There's more. The mechanic says gently, she left this, a videotape, grainy, damaged, but clear enough. Elena Reeves speaks to the camera, thin, desperate, but unbroken. Robert Hartwell stole my son, my land, my life. When I fought back, he erased me, but I survived. And I've spent 20 years preparing for this moment. When my children find their way home, Hartwell Tower's grand opening, a monument to power built on stolen ground, Marcus uses his access. Jasmine carries evidence boxes. Security waves them through. Why wouldn't they? He's the prince in the executive suit. Robert Hartwell raises champagne to investors, then sees his son's face. Everything stops. We need to talk, Marcus says, about Elena Reeves. The crystal flute slips, shatters. Champagne spreads like blood. Where did you hear that name? Robert's voice is ice. From her daughter. Marcus steps aside, and her son. Jasmine enters, and behind her Elena Reeves, 20 years older, scarred by time, but alive. Hello, Robert. Her voice soft as a blade. Did you think 20 years was enough to bury the truth? Robert staggers. Impossible. You were watched every second. You watched my twin sister, Catherine. Elena's smile is terrible. We traded places for years. She lived my prison. I gathered evidence, waited, planned. Ningo. Robert lunges for his desk, for the gun, for escape, and Marcus blocks him. Father and son, creator and creation, the lie confronting itself. You're still my son! Robert's desperation fills the room. I raised you! Made you everything, everything. Marcus's voice breaks. You made me a stolen child, a living lie, every birthday, every Christmas, every I love you, all of it built on a mother's stolen baby. The door bursts open. Victoria leads the FBI team. Agent Victoria Morrow, she announces, Robert Hartwell, you're under arrest for kidnapping, fraud, and conspiracy. Marcus stares. 3 years of relationship, another lie. I'm sorry, she says quickly, but your father, there are dozens of victims, families destroyed, children taken. You were the first, not the last. The repair manuals documented everything. A 20-year paper trail, account numbers, victim names, Alina's masterpiece of patient revenge. As handcuffs close, Robert makes his final plea. Marcus, please, our legacy, your inheritance, don't let them, my Inheritance. Marcus's laugh is broken glass. You mean the empire built on my real mother's tears, on my sister's stolen childhood, on who knows how many other destroyed families? Oh, the weight of it crushes him, every advantage, every opportunity, all paid for with others' misery. The ring makes sense now, Elena's gift to her baby son, who unknowingly gave it to his sister at an orphanage, a family heirloom completing a circle of pain. 6 months later, Hartwell Industries dismantled. Assets distributed to victims, Robert serving multiple life sentences. Marcus works at Jasmine's shop now, his manicured hands growing collused, learning the trade that should have been his birthright. Still feels unreal, he admits, torquing a bolt. Everything I was gone. Not gone, Elena corrects from the doorway. Found, you're finally Marcus Reeves, the man you were born to be. Who the shop walls display the manuals, Elena's 20-year chess game. Each page a move toward justice. I knew you'd find your way back. She continues, both of you. That's why I chose repair manuals, because broken things can be fixed, even families. A Marcus sets down his wrench, looks at his hands, stained now. Honest hands. I had everything, he says quietly, and it was all nothing. Now. Elena asks. He looks at Jasmine adjusting an engine, at Elena watching her children work, at the simple shop that feels more like home than any mansion ever did. Now I have enough. The ring catches light on Jasmine's finger. Not a mystery anymore, just a symbol of truth outlasting lies, of family surviving separation, of love conquering greed. Some messages wait decades to be decoded. Elena observes, hidden where only the right eyes would look. Marcus nods, then smiles, a real smile. The first in months he's lost an empire built on sand, but gained a family forged in truth. More than fair trade. Think about it, every truth you hold dear, every memory you treasure. What if it was all fabrication? Marcus found his answer in repair manuals. Where would you look for yours? Drop a comment below. Tell us where you'd hide a message meant to outlast decades of lies. If this story of patience, justice, and family reunion moved you, hit that subscribe button every week. We bring you real stories that prove truth really is stranger than fiction. And remember, sometimes the biggest revelations come from the smallest clues, and a mother's love, it always finds a way home. Until next time,